welcome to day 4 of the Bolt Breakers versus the OG tier. Had a couple of games before, but unfortunately something was up with my internet, but it's all working fine now. And without further ado, let's see if we can short circuit the competition. Here's our first matchup here. We have Iron Moth, Zamazenta, Landlewis, Gamora, Ogapon and Kieran. Massive threats being Gamora. Definitely Kieran. Definitely would need to tell Rotom here. And Landlewis. Go lead off with Joey, predicting the Landlewis or the Kieran. They will go into Landlewis, so I'll just go for the Will-Wisp here, as they're most likely going to go for Stealth Rocks. We unfortunately miss our Will-Wisp. They do get the Stealth Rocks off. I'm going to go for False Switch now, predicting the switch. Yep, so they do go into Gamora. I'll just go into my here. And then just go for the Air Power. As they do bring back in Landlewis. I'm just going to go back into Joey. Very unfortunately we missed the Will-Wisp there. Would have really helped out. I really want to tell my, but I think Joey definitely needs to be able to tell him on. As they do go for the Air Power. Go for Will-Wisp again. They might predict that I think they go switch out. As they do just go for the U-turn. So it is a special Landlewis set 2, as they do go out into Ogapon. Go Tailsteel now, go for Will-Wisp again. Just so the Horn Leech doesn't do that much damage to us. As they do go for the Play Rough, so we take that very well. We get the burn, and I think right here I'm just going to switch out into Yugi. Because we should take any one hit, as they do opt to go for the Sword Dance. Just go for the Rapid Spin here. As they most likely go full Play Rough. No, they go for Power Whip and unfortunately get the KO. So these Stealth Rocks are unfortunately here to stay, but they've got Play Rough, Power Whip. So I'm actually going to go into Bakura here. And just go for the Sword Dance ourselves. As they're most likely going to switch. No, they just stay and go for Play Rough and get the crit, unfortunately. Ah, that sucks. Now they just faces off with an Ivy Cudgel. I'm just going to go back into Joey. Just go for the False Switch. As they do go for the Ivy Cudgel. And yeah, I think this is game here, unfortunately. We will go into Kyber, get the KO. But now they can just go into Kieran and finish us off with an Ice Beam. Just go Icicle Spear, so it is the physical set too. Just go for Pain Split here. They might want Dragon Dance up. I highly doubt it though. I think this is GG, unfortunately. Unfortunately on the quick Play Rough there. I think we would have been able to take that. But yeah, this is definitely GG. We can go for the Air Power, get a nice 50% off, and yeah, that's all she wrote on this one, unfortunately. Let's get into the next one. We missed the whole game too. Let's get into the next one. Alright, here's our next matchup here. We have Dondozo, King Gambit, Galileo Weezing, Iron Tread, Latios, and the Clefable. Massive threats, the Latios, definitely the Iron Treads. And the King Gambit late game. So I'm going to lead off with Joey, predicting the Iron Threats. As they lead off with Latios. Okay, just go for the Pain Split here. As they do go for the Draco. So we get some nice damage off, nice recovery. And now we can just go for the False Switch. As they do go into the Clefable. We can just go into Mar here. Go for the nice Thunderbolt. They don't really have any great switch-ins into mine, as we do get a lovely amount of damage off, as they do just opt to go for Moonblast. Unfortunately get the special attack drop, but we do get the KO, so that means it might have been unaware. So Mai gets the first KO, which is huge for us. Should I let Mai go down here? As they just forfeit. Okay, we win that one. Very surprised to forfeit. Feel like the game had a lot more to offer, but let's go into the next one. next matchup here, and against the Sun team. So we got Golden Fire, Great Tusk, Torkoal, Walking Wake, Hatterene, and Hisuian Logan. Looks pretty standard. Definitely going to predict the Torkoal lead here, so I'm going to lead off with mine. Massive threat being the Great Tusk, Golden Fire, and Walking Wake, as they are the main ones. I'm just going to go for the Air Power here, predicting Hisuian Logan to come out. And that's what we're most likely going to see. Could also see the Hatterene. I highly doubt they're going to want to stay in. We could also just go for a False Switch. I think that's what we're going to do, just get a bit priority. As they do go into the Hatterene, we get a nice damage off there. As they will go into Walking Wake. Oh, our False Switch didn't work, unfortunately. So here, they probably all going to go for the Hydro Steam. So I'm just going to go into our Joey. Take the Hydro Steam. They could also go for Draco. Weaken Bolt does look super good late game. As they will just go for the Hydro Steam. Just going to go for False Switch again. Keep the momentum up. Highly doubt they're going to go into Great Tusk here. Because the Golden Fire or Hisuian Logan is most likely the choice. But we'll have to wait and see, as it is Golden Fire. And it is Photosynthesis Speed. Okay, very scary. So I'm just going to go into... Very hard to think who to go into. I think I'm just going to go into Malik here. Try to get the paralysis off on Golden Fire. I cannot see us taking Flareblitz, but the opt to go for Outrage. We do get the power with the discard, which is fantastic for us. Just going to go for Roost here. We will not go take another Outrage, unfortunately. No, we do. Barely, and now we get the Confusion. So they could either get powered or hit themselves on Confusion. They go back into Walking Wake, which is fantastic for us. Most likely go see the Draco this time. No, they do just opt to go for the Hydro Steam. And we'll just go for the Will-Wisp now, as they are not choice. So that's very handy too now. But now we can just go into Kyber. And just click Carmine. As they will opt to go into Torkoal. So we can just go for Thunderbolt here. No, we can just go for another command. As they just go into Hatterene, we get the nice KO, which is awesome. Oh, we see Great Tusk here, which makes complete sense. So I'm just going to Telefairy Dragon Pulse. So we can take the Headlong Rush really well and get the KO on this massive threat, which is awesome to see. Most likely go see the Walking Wake here. Could also see the Golden Fire. But most likely Walking Wake, and we can just go for Thunderclap. Get much damage as possible. So we get rid of a major threat, which is really good for us, as it is a Hisuian Logan they choose to go into. So we'll just go for Thunderclap here. Get some nice damage off. As they will just go for Soul Blade. This is definitely going to KO us. And go back into Malik and go for a Roost again. Get back to full HP. I don't think they would stay in. No, they opt to do. And get the KO with Triple Axle, which is very unfortunate. But we can just go into Bakura here. Go for Drain Punch. And most likely go see Solar Blade again. Yep. Which is a bit scary. This is a very scary endgame. Because Walking Wake can just come in here. We can go for Drain Punch, but I don't think we're taking a Hydro Steam or a Draco if they opt to go for that route. So unfortunately, I think this is GG here, as they will just Telewater and get the KO. Just go into Yugi here. I don't think Yugi's going to take a Hydro Steam. Nope. The crit doesn't help, but we can go into Mai, get one more KO. Nope. And that's a GG, unfortunately. And let's go into the next one. Here's our next matchup here with Gramora, Manaphy, Zamazenta, Goldango, Rolling Moon, and Superior. Massive threat, Superior, Rolling Moon, Manaphy, Zamazenta, and Gamora. So a lot of threats we got deal with here. But I'm going to lead off with my predicting the Gamora. Could also do the Superior lead, which would be bad for us. Let's see, as they do lead with the Zamazenta, we'll just go for the False Switch here into our Malik. We get some nice damage off. Go for Discharge. Because we know their Body Press, they do have the Stone Egg, which is scary. But we do get the Paralyzation off, which is really good for us. We can now just go for Roost. And they missed the Stone Egg. We can just go for Hurricane and get this massive threat out of the way. As we miss our Hurricane, they do opt to go for Body Press. We can get the KO on the Zamazenta, which is awesome. As now they will go into Gamora. Just go switch out to Mai here, predicting the Power Gem as they go for the Meteor Beam. Just go for Air Power. The only really switching I can see is the Superior. And we do get the KO, so they do give us the Gamora. So 2 massive threats out the way. The Superior will now come in. Just go into Kaiba in this case. And go for Dragon Pulse. Get some damage, try to get some damage off on the Superior. I don't think they can KO us with a Dragon Pulse from here, as they Teleground, Teleblast. Oh, this is really bad for us. So here I would actually go into Bakura, go Teleflying, and just go for the Ice Punch and get the KO. We should take 1 Leaf Storm. If they do go for the Teleblast, we are immune. Yep, and we get the KO. No, we do not. But we get the Freeze. But until we get worn out. But we do get some recovery back on the Superior. Could see the oh, let's go down and go. Okay. I'm just going to stay in here and go for Thunder Punch. As they unfortunately missed the Thunder Wave. There's tons of hacks going on this match in particular. Just go into Mai to see what they want to do. Could see Thunder Wave again. As they just go for the Make It Rain. We can actually just go into Yugi here. Go for the knockoff. No, go for the War Wheel in case they want to switch out. No, they are up to stay in. We will take a Make It Rain. And then we'll go for the War Wheel again. Get the KO, which is really good for us. And most likely go see the War Moon, as they go opt into Manaphy. So I will Aurora Wheel here. It will be super effective this turn. We might see the Tail Glow. And we do tons of damage. As they do want to just KO us with a Surf. We can just go into Malik here, go for the Discharge, get the KO, and then it's going to be a really tough endgame. Especially with being Roaring Moon. So just go for the Discharge here, get the nice KO. Could see the switch out into Roaring Moon, but don't think they would want to waste the power. So we'll have to see what they want to do. As they do opt to stay in, we KO the Manaphy. As they will opt to go into Roaring Moon, we'll just go for the U-turn here. I'm guessing they go Dragon Dance. No, they do just opt to go for Knockoff. And now we can just go into Joey, go for the Will-Wisp. As most likely we go see a Dragon Dance. Or we could see another Knockoff. They could be choice. No, they're not choice. They're boost energy. As we do get the burn off, we'll just go for the full switch here. As they will opt to go for Dragon Dance, we can now just go into Bakura. Bakura should take anyone here and KO with a Dragon Punch. Yeah, we do take the acrobatics and get the KO. GG, very close. What happened that match? Yeah, but again, lovely to see Bakura's bulk really pulling work there. And let's go into the next one. We have Lunicus, we have King Gambit, Ogerpon, Landorus, Iron Val, and Cinderace. Massive threat, Landorus, Iron Val, Ogerpon as well. Go lead off with Joey, predicting the Landorus, as they go into Cinderace. Which is alright for us, we can just go for the False Switch. They're most likely go U-turn here. They're probably going to go U-turn into the Ogerpon, right? Or the Lunicus, which we haven't seen. We haven't seen the Lunicus that much, but it's such a bulky mon. Definitely gotta be wary of that Pokemon. As they do go into Ogerpon. So right here, we'll just go into Malik. Go for the nice Hurricane. The only really switching they really have is King Gambit. They could also just go into Lunicus. I don't think they would want to stay in unless they tell her. But they only are Water, so they don't really want to take this Hurricane a bit too well. As they do go into Landorus, we do hit the Hurricane, get some nice damage, and we get the Confusion. Just go for Hurricane again. We should be faster. And no, not if they're max speed, which they're not. Do we get the Confusion off? No, they do get the Stealth Box up. Just go for Hurricane again, as they do opt to go for the U-turn, and we do get the power on the Landorus, which is fantastic for us. We can definitely Rapid Spin later on. They do not have any Ghost types, which is very good for us. As they will now go into a Lunicus, which makes complete sense. Just go for the U-turn here, and go into Yugi. As they will go for the Psychic Noise, which is completely fine. We can now just go for the Rapid Spin and get the KO on the Landorus, which is fantastic. So no Stealth Box we need to worry about. As they go into King Gambit, we're just going to go for the Parting Shot here, as they Tele Fairy. Very interesting. Go into Joey. As they do go for the Teleblast. Just go for Pain Split here. As they do bring back out Cinderace, which is very good for us. We get some nice recovery right back. They most likely go U-turn again here. So I should go into Malik. Can't really see them Power Balling. But they do go for the Gunshot. Unfortunately for them, they do get the miss. Just go for the Discharge here. They get another miss, unfortunately. Pokemon moves at times, and we do get the power too. So the Cinderace does go down by Malik, which is good for us. Definitely could see the King Gambit again, maybe the Lunicus we could see, but the Lunicus is quite low, as we do see the King Gambit again. Just go for Discharge here, get some nice damage off, as they do opt to stay and go for Teleblast. I don't mind Malik going down here. We do need to get some nice damage off onto this King Gambit, especially if it's Telefairy, because it can't really do anything. We can just go into Mine now and just go for the Thunderbolt. We should get the KO from this range, especially when Malik wasn't special offensive at all, and we did do a great amount of damage, 36%. So Mai should definitely KO from this range. They don't really have a great switch into Mai either. The Iron Val's not going to really appreciate it. As they do just decide to let the Lunicus go. As we do see Ogerpon, which again is a very scary mon to come across. They can definitely just go for the Sword Stance here, which I'm quite scared of. So just go into Goey, as they just go for the Horn Leech. Okay, so now just go into Bakura, go for the Sword Stance. We can take any one hit, as they do get the crit, unfortunately. Again, and we do go down to the Ogerpon. Just go into our Kyber here, go for Calm Mind. I'm guessing it's going to be Sword Stance and probably play Wolf. So just go for Calm Mind here, as they do just go back out into King Gambit. Just go for the Thunderclap here, get the KO. Ultimate C, definitely go see the Iron Variant now. Definitely most likely. I think this is game from here. As they do go into Iron Val, we can just Teller, Fairy, and Thunderclap. As they opt to Carmine. Now the Encore, very, very scary. This might actually change the outcome here, as they do go into Oakpon. So I'm just going to Parting Shot. If they opt to go for Sword Dance, which is going to be very scary if they do go for. No, they do just want to get the KO with the Ivy Cudgel. Just go for the Thunderclap here. But at least we know they're Encore now. As they opt to go for Substitute, and I think that's GG, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we got quit with the Ivy Cudgel with our Bakura. I should have just Drain Punked in hindsight. So yeah, very, very unfortunate for us. But yeah, that's definitely GG. As the Ivy Cudgel will KO us. We do get the Thunderclap off here, not enough. And my does get outsped by the Oakpon. Unfortunate, very close, and yep, let's go into the next. Here's our next matchup, and it's against a Rain team with Pelipper, Kingja, Bellascuda, Gulja, Griscore, and the Bravery. So I'm going to lead off with my here, predicting the Griscore or the Pelipper. As they do opt to go for Griscore, so I'm just going to Teleblast, Tele-Ice, and get the KO on the Griscore instantly. Awesome. Massive threat out the way. Mai is definitely going to be so useful to against this team. So they do go into Barracuda. Just go into Malik here. I'm guessing flip turn. Yep, they do opt to go for the flip turn. Most likely go bring in. Oh, they bring in the Gulja. So I'm just going to actually go for the Roost against the Gulja. See what they want to do. As they do just opt to go for Dragon Pulse, we can just go for Roost again, get some nice HP right back for Malik. As they get the quit, unfortunately. Go for the Roost again. Seen tons of quits this matchup. Go for the Roost one more time. Yep, as they opt to go for Sludge Wave. So we go for the U-turn here. Into Bakura. Yep, go for the Drain Punch. Definitely most likely go see the Pelipper here. So I could stay and go for the Thunder Punch instead, which I think I will do. As they go into Bravery, so we get this nice big KO as well. So the two flying types are gone. As they opt to go back into Barracuda, well, sack Malik off here, see if we can get the power. We do get the static off, which is fantastic. As they do opt to go back into Guga, we can just go back into Bakura, go for the nice Drain Punch. And yep, get some nice damage off. Go for the Thunder Punch now, as we do get the KO. So all that's left is the Rain, which is pretty scary. As they do opt to go into Kingler, go for the Dragon Pulse. Go into Mai here. Go for the Thunderbolt. Get some nice damage off. As they will let Pelipper go down, which makes complete sense. The way it's set up for them. Definitely just go Thunderbolt here, as they do just opt to go for Hurricane. Very interesting. Can we not hit ourselves? We don't, and we do get the power on the Kingler too. Very unfortunate for our opponent. They do get the KO on Mai here, but at this rate we can just go into Kyber and just go for 2 Thunderclaps for the KOs. And yeah, that's GG. Very awesome to see. Yeah, very awesome to see this team gets a Rain team. We definitely have the advantage on that. And let's go into the next one. Next game here, and it's going to be our final one with their own Sandy Shocks, Quordont, Great Tusk, Quarterstone Ogopon, Anomalous, and Iron Moth. Okay, massive threats on the opponent's team here. I'm going to lead off with Joey, predicting either the Ogopon or the Great Tusk, as it is actually Sandy Shocks. So I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump here. They opt to go for Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt we do unfortunately miss. So we're just going to go for the Pain Split here. Get some nice HP right back. Go for the Hydro Pump again. As they will opt to go into Cordon. So we get some nice damage off. If the max speed, we still have speed. So we can just go for the Will-O-Wisp here on this massive threat. Which is very good for us. As they opt to go for knockoff, we can go for Pain Split again. Get some nice HP back. As they will just go for knockoff again. We can just go for False Switch now. Get the KO and bring in our own Mai. To see what they will want to do. So we've already used the Possessor Speed. As they do decide to go into Ogerpon, we'll just go for the False Switch here. As they do opt to go for the Sword Dance. Pretty scary, but I think Bakura can take any one hit. And we can get off the Drain Punch, which is super effective. As they unfortunately miss their Power Whip, and we do get the KO. Very unfortunate for them. As they will now go into Anomalous, we will just Terrifying Thunder Punch. And get just really get rid of this offensive off the team. And the Anomalous will go down. They will bring in Sandy Shocks here. Just go for the Ice Punch in case they want to go for Stealth Fox. But no, they do not. So right here, I actually just go into... We could go into our own mine. But I think that's a bit too risky. So I'm just going to go into Malik here. Go for the Hurricane. And let's see what they will want to do. They most likely want to stay in and go for Thunderbolt. No, they go for the Stealth Rocks. Unfortunately, we miss our Hurricanes. As they go for the Spikes too. Okay, we do get the Confusion off. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn here. Go into Yugi. Go for the Rapid Spin. As they do KOs with an Air Power, which is very unfortunate. We'll just go into our own mine now and hope we can outspeed, which we do. We get the KO on the Sandy Shocks. Just go for Air Power again, but the most likely go KO us with a Fiery Dance. Just hope they don't get the special attack boost. As they do Terra Fairy, we do take the hit actually, and we do some massive damage. But now we can go into our Kyber. Go for Thunderclap here. As they do go into the Great Tusk. We can go into Malik here. We do take the Ice Spinner. We can go for Roost here. As they opt to go for Ice Spinner again. We can now go for Hurricane. Unfortunately, get the miss again. As they predict us to Roost again, we do get the KO on the Great Tusk, which is fantastic for us. And I think we can just KO here with a Thunderclap, and that's GG. Yeah, good final game. We've had some mixed wins and losses there, and I'll see you on the MVP screen. On the MVP screen, and today's MVP is Bakura. Yet again, God, such an just amazing Pokemon all around. Has insane HP, insane attack, and them two combined just really makes Bakura such a gigantic threat, especially with the nice sustain with Drain Punch. Yeah, and by luck there as well, because we're only in day 4 and Bakura is almost on 30 KOs already. Could Bakura beat Valkyrie for the all-time KOs? Valkyrie was 38. So Bakura is only under 10 KOs behind, and we still have 3 days to go. So potentially we could see Bakura be the all-time MVP as well. But again, there is one Pokemon very close behind, and another slowly catching up too. Yeah, definitely had some mixed games today. Should have made the prediction with the Encore with the Iron Vow. My mistake on that part. But we've definitely had all close games today. Again, getting very proud of this team. Getting a bit more used to it every day. The first matchup was just a total blowout for us. Again, the combination with the Ogerpon and the Kieran, so deadly. And yeah, with all that said, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day.